Hi Gemini, welcome to mid-December. I hope you have been well. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to book a reading, head over to the website rubyreadtarot.com. It's the end of the year. It's about time for your full moon. I've done so many videos about this particular full moon for you, Gemini. And I think over the years, it's quite safe to say that this full moon is, I think, the kickoff of party season. I've got the Waite, Psychic Tarot, John Holland, Chakra Wisdom, Tori Hartman on standby should I need them. Let's get into it. So, North Node should hopefully be out of Gemini. I don't know why I said hopefully. It's been like an amazing year, full of so many wonderful things. And duality is duality, and so we've got to take the good with the bad. And you know everything about taking the good with the bad. You know a lot about it more so than other people, Gemini. And I think that's perhaps reflected on some of the choices of partners. Yeah. We are all guilty of that, Gemini. Your full moon takes place on the 19th, kicks off party season officially, and you're in the mood for a laugh. And why not? The sun's the furthest away it's going to be from you. So why not get a bit of downtime in this intuitive season of adventure, capital expansion, yields and wins. Death card of Scorpio. So Gemini, North Node goes out your side and you're open for a rebirth. Sounds about right. Transformation, new dawn. It's a new you. I think you're kind of bored of the way things were anyway, Gemini. I think things weren't really up to your standard, really. I think that's perhaps the best way to put it. And Gemini, when things aren't really up to your standard, you get super finicky, and why not? As a Virgo, I completely understand. So when you're in that energy of having to really like push or exert, it's exhausting. And so you may have been exhausted, but now, put down the swords. There is a new dawn, and there is the Chariot. A new direction, a new journey. Gemini, Chariot card of Cancerian. Grab life by the reins right now. This direction that you choose to take, this new rebirth, this new you, this I don't know, revamped version of you, this redone version of you, wherever you choose to take it, you know you absolutely can. The King of Pentacles. And if it's straight towards an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, they're showing up as the king. And you're being asked to take the trip. There is a need for a rebirth, a redo, and there is a need for you to take a risk. Grab life by the reins, be a bit more authoritative about this energy, and go straight for it. King of Pentacles is abundant. He's abundant because he knows he's worked for it. Two of Swords. There is this in your head energy about reconciling, going back, sentimentality, nostalgia. Perhaps a period where you yourself were really on point with yourself. The thing is, Gemini, when you decide to love on yourself that extra bit harder, focus all of your attention on your pentacle and really drive life, things get really lucky for you, Wheel of Fortune. You luck out and it's about freaking time, isn't it? Seven of Swords. You know what, Gemini? Please don't cheat yourself out of this one. It's about the big game. And if you're not going to focus on what's in your hands right now, what's at hand right now, who's at hand right now, there is a need to say stop focusing on what has gone by. Maybe forgive and forget, let bygones be bygones, and focus on what you have in your hand right now. And that's actually the reins to a destination that might work out financially beautifully for you. So if you are going to have your guard up, if you are going to be in a position where you are deliberately holding yourself in isolation, perhaps where you might not necessarily be able to see so clearly because she is wearing a blindfold over her eyes, perception can very easily be affected by exhaustion. And so if you're not focused on what's in your hand and what's at offer, la 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 la. Focus on the cup, Gemini. On the cup that's really being presented to you, I think. The risk that you might need to take, the rebirth that might need to happen, might actually mean that you're drawing into a place of memories of love, as opposed to holding yourself hostage to all of this, like swords and thoughts and isolation and cold, where it's like quite clearly saying, hey, there's a new cycle. Be abundant. Focus on what's at hand. Look at what's being offered and look at the messages that are coming through. I definitely think there's some sort of reunions. There is a need for you to celebrate, however, I do think you deserve it. Get your headspace out of looking at what's wrong. You really need to start remembering what's right. And I think a lot of that's going to work by you doing a lot of heart chakra meditation, a lot of heart chakra work, opening up your heart, being really okay to just be present and let it come to you. The Six of Pentacles is, of course, about give and take. It's being in a position to give, so making sure that you have enough for yourself. Scales do need balancing, and if you're going to give, make sure it is from a really balanced place, the Star card. It might be worth reminding yourself while you're doing it all. Card of Aquarius. There might be revisiting something with an Aquarius, or revisiting a dream or a potential of something that was, I guess, in the pipelines to be made true. Complacency. So don't slow down. This full moon is about going. It's a lot of energy for you, even in the absence of the sun. The sun channeling through your opposite sign is inevitably going to give you a lot to think about and a lot to dream about. And I think perfection is one of those standards that we do set ourselves up to fail with. As a Virgo, trust me, I know when I say that. I don't think it's about striving for perfection. If anything, it's about going for it. Complacency, you know you want to do this stuff. You know you want to get there. You know you want these dreams. I think working from a place where you're not so in conflict with yourself and more so with a heart open might lead to the enlightenment that leads you on this journey. However, if you're not willing to take the lead or the reins, then we have a problem, Gemini. Nothing's really blocking your faith. I think your faith unblocks you. And I do feel like there is a bit of a need for, it may even feel like blind faith. But trust the Creator, trust His creation, trust what's happening right now, because I think it is really serendipitous. And remember when I said that your faith will unblock your heart. It's literally as simple as that. So you're not blocked, even though you may feel like it. It's your perception. So believe a little bit hard. You can't make this stuff up. That's the heart chakra. Heavy, heavy, heavy emphasis on working on your heart. Material and spiritual prosperity. Ka-ching! Victory and success. Ka-ching! Stand your ground, Gemini. This is destiny, right? And it may have felt like heartache and loss, but there is a certain sacrifice that you know you have to make in order to be, and this is intuition. Trust. I think you already know. Trust, Gemini. Trust. Have a phenomenal mid-December. Lots and lots of love to you. Thank you so much for joining. Book a reading at rubyreadstarot.com. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye now.